Title: 94 Bullets and a $45 million Question. Is this police power or overkill? TLDR. Jayland Walker, a young man who found himself in the crosshairs of 8 Ohio police officers last summer, had 94 bullets fired at him. An ensuing grand jury ruled nothing illegal here. Now, his family's clapping back with a lawsuit that could cost the city and its officers a whopping $45 million. They're putting the spotlight on Akron's culture of violence and racism. Oh, and did we mention there's a 94 bullet question mark hanging over this case? Just another day in Akron. Imagine being chased down the street on foot by 8 cops. Yeah, that's a whole football team, folks. And not just a freeze. You're under arrest. Tight chase, but a rain of 94 bullets. This is the grim picture the family of Jayland Walker, a 25-year-old black man, painted in their recent lawsuit against Akron City, Ohio, its officials, and the officers involved. Grand jury decides, nothing to see here. Months after the incident, a grand jury decided not to indict the officers. Wait, so they're saying firing 94 bullets is an excessive force? How many bullets do they think are acceptable then? 200? 300? Seeking justice and big bucks. Undeterred, Walker's family hit back with a whopping $45 million lawsuit, citing not just excessive force but also the partaking in a culture of violence and racism. That's a lot of zeros, folks. But can you really put a price on a life tragically cut short? Mischaracterization or victim blaming? It's no secret that Walker's death has been twisted and turned in the media. Some argue he was asking for it, while others staunchly maintain his innocence. Walker's family is clearly in the latter camp, stating his death was mischaracterized as his fault. But isn't it kinda strange that someone ends up with 94 bullets in them just for existing? So, here we are, Akron, Ohio, a city under the spotlight. An unresolved death, a family in mourning, a $45 million lawsuit, and a question that seems to hang in the air: when is force considered excessive? And more importantly, who gets to decide? Disclaimer: this article is meant to inform, not advise. All legal matters are complex and require the consultation of a legal professional. This article is not a substitute for legal advice. Last question for you, dear reader. Do you think that the 94 bullet question will finally be the catalyst for change in Akron's culture of violence and racism, or is this just the start of another tragic tale that will fade away? What does justice look like in a case like this? And really, who's next?